Now, if somebody was to say to me, I only have a small space, I've only got room for one plant, what do you suggest? Well, as I would probably be standing there scratching my head, high on the list of consideration would be this plant, the gorgeous little Potentillas, because they are just fantastic garden shrubs. Hardy, tough, reliable, long flowering, not normally browsed by deer or rabbits. They really have a lot going for them. And what's more, they're native to North America. Well, yes, that's true, but they're also native to Northern Europe and into Asia too, which is a very wide geographic area, and goes some way to explain just how tough and hardy and adaptable and easy to grow this plant is. Now, over the years, many fine forms have been raised and introduced. Most of them come in shades of yellow, pale lemon to deep yellow, in towards orangey shades, and certainly whites and silvery foliaged ones too. But the quest has always been to develop a nice pink variety. And this gorgeous variety here that was selected in 2014 by Tim Wood from Spring Meadow Nurseries, that's now called Happy Face Hearts and introduced by Proven Winners, is one of the best pink flowered varieties that I have ever seen. And that's saying something, because over the years I've really seen a lot of them, most of them very pale pinks and ones that fade a lot in the sunlight. Now, inevitably it has to be said that this one will probably fade too in the hot midsummer sun. But when I look at all this really depth of color that's on these flowers, I can see immediately how this has really got superior color to it. Also, when I look at the amount of flowers that this plant is carrying, I'm really amazed how free flowering it is. And then if you come with me and we look right deep inside the canopy, you'll see that inside here are places where there were flowers that have now finished flowering. The petals have fallen off, because these plants have been in flower now in the nursery for several weeks. And then if you look again, you'll see that there's lots, literally lots of little flower buds there that are just waiting to pop open. And that illustrates the fact that this little shrub begins to flower in early summer and literally keep going all the way through to the frosts of the autumn. That's just how incredibly free flowering this variety is, and what a very good performer it is. Like I said, they're tough, they're hardy to zone 2, they're very adaptable, will grow in a wide variety of soils, basically any type of soil as long as it's not soaking wet, and you will find that they'll do very well. One thing I like to do with them occasionally is to go through and just give them a light trim over. I usually do that in the early part of the season before growth begins. That helps to keep them short and bushy and compact. But really, honestly, there's no reason why you can't go in if you're ever getting a little open or any way untidy looking. You can quite literally go in with a pair of hedging shears or pruners, and you can cut off any of the wayward shoots that might be on there, and that will help to keep them extra short and bushy and compact too. If you clip them back a bit harder, it will set them back in flowering about 2 or 3 weeks, but in no time at all they'll release plenty of bright young growth again that'll be a lovely shade of green, and guess what, you'll have lots of buds and you'll have a new round of flowering. Really neat, compact, really well shaped little plant with glorious bright pink flowers on it. This is Potentilla Happy Face Hearts from Proven Winners.